Bizarre ER about idiots that cut themselves.
Welcome to Bizarre ER, home to the nation's weirdest accidents.
He told me that he'd swallowed a knife and fork.
You've got a spider in there.
Oh! They were then stuck in his bum.
We take on the strange.
I've been kicked in the face by a cow.
The careless.
He fell off the loo.
I'm a twat.
And the downright ridiculous.
Nailed it to my hand.
I had a bite from a tarantula.
No matter what your symptoms,
I'm so hungover.
our doctors and nurses are ready to see you.
Kiss me.
Not shy, is she, this one?
It could well hurt,
Oh my God.
but we always get results.
Fix me up good and proper.
Prepare yourselves
Can't even cross my fingers.
for some seriously weird medicine.
It's only a little prick, probably.
Checking into Bizarre ER this week,
He told me that he'd swallowed a knife and fork. They were then stuck in his bum.
we find out what happens when young love gets caught between a rock and the incoming tide.
It was scary. I started having a panic attack.
Discover how family members react when you nearly lob off your foot with an angle grinder. Learn how a jogger's run into trouble when she comes staggering in to get help.
We're known as like a running club with a drinking problem.
We meet the lad who went out for a paddle but ended up with a nasty prick.
It's the most pain I've ever been in.
And we relive the mind-blowing story of Matthew, who survived when an industrial accident saw him squeeze through a 13-centimetre gap.
Part of me thought, this is it, I'm going to die.
Do you know what? I love Bizarre ER. Witnessing these hospital heroes take on anything, from oozing bodily fluids to heavily bandaged God knows what, leaves me close to tears. And they're always ready to go that extra mile, like today. No, this isn't Fast and Furious 19. This isn't the opening of the new James Bond. This is St Mary's A&E. That's a chopper, and this must be a life and death situation. It's time for our brave doctors and nurses to spring into action to take on what's bound to be their toughest challenge yet. The only way this could get any more dramatic is if Prince William's the pilot.
Hello.
Ah, hi. She actually seems a bit blasé for such a dramatic rescue. This is Katrina and her date James, for whom puberty is a recent memory. Katrina, what in the helicopter happened to you?
It was horrible. It was scary. I started having a panic attack. I thought I was going to get taken by the waves.
Were you lost at sea, caught in a freak surfing accident? Did you get bitten by a shark? What kind of first date was this? Katrina and James chose a romantic beach picnic for their first date. Then disaster. Katrina's foot got stuck between two rocks. As the tide came in, James refused to leave her side, even though he can't swim. Panicking, Katrina called 999 and a lifeboat and a helicopter arrived to haul them to safety. After her dramatic rescue, she's now back on dry land with a suspected broken foot. But before we take a gander at the injury, why did you go to the beach, Katrina?
My idea for the first date, to show him the scenes, and it's just turned into a disaster.
I should have stuck with McDonald's and a bottle of Strongbow in Tesco's car park. Works for me every time.
When the boat came, it was relief. That means that then I've gone in no water.
Ah, man, tell me about it. I get twitchy getting my beach body out without 6 months' notice.
We was actually winched up by the helicopter. James went first.
Yeah.
Chivalry is not dead, eh, James?
Don't like helicopters, especially heights as well.
So you can't swim, you're scared of helicopters, and you're not great with heights. Let's hope Katrina's not into the Bear Grylls type, eh, mate? And that's going to stunt your growth and all.
So, yeah, is it hurting across here?
Yeah.
Ah, that's more like it. Hold her hand while Dr. John examines her injury.
Does it hurt more down there?
Yeah.
Ah!
What about this bit under here?
Tell you what I'd prescribe, toenail clippers. Dr. John sends Katrina to X-ray to find out the extent of the damage. We'll check back later to find out whether it's a break, a fracture, or just the worst day ever. Here's a question. What's 6 to 7 inches long, thrives in a dark, musty environment, and is a bit slimy? Oh, and I should mention it has a bit of a prick. Yes, the answer I'm looking for is the weaver fish. A spiny wee fella that has a really nasty sting if you tread on it, as young Jake here has recently discovered.
So it's like a sting. My whole foot has just gone numb, basically, and around the joints.
Listening to Sting, had a joint, went numb, got it. I'm nothing if not a good listener.
When it first hit, it was just like a little cut for about 10 seconds. And then after about a minute, I was like, OK, this is seriously pain.
Which is when the screaming started, right?
And then after about 5 minutes, I was like, this is the most pain I've ever been in.
At which point Jake passed out whilst the evil weaver fish swam away, ready to inflict agony on the next unsuspecting bather. I'm guessing here, just trying to create a mental picture. So, how did you get caught? Weaver fish Bob was minding his business one day, buried in the sand, waiting for a tasty morsel to swim by. Holiday maker Jake was also minding his business and enjoying a paddle in the sea, when he accidentally trod on Bob. Both their days were completely ruined.
And I ran to Mum, crying.
But luckily Jake's mum, Debbie, knew exactly what to do in an emergency and leapt into action.
I thought, OK, I'll do what everybody does and start Googling.
Did you do some online shopping while you're at it? Fortunately, Jake looks like the kind of bloke who'd be able to take a lot of pain.
He didn't think he was going to make it, but he was screaming so much. He was in so much pain.
You've actually let me down a little bit there, Jake.
He was pleading for someone to cut his foot off about half an hour ago. Yeah. It was so bad.
It was so bad.
Right, I think someone should Google this. OK, here we are, the weaver fish. Ugly looking fella, ain't he? Has spines which embed themselves into the flesh and discharge a potent venom. Shit, actually that does sound quite bad. So what did you do, Debbie? I mean, I'd go straight in, urinating on the affected area.
I just got him to do some really slow breathing, like breathing in through his nose and slowly out through his mouth.
Yeah, I thought it helped if I breathed in through the nose and then screamed out with the mouth.
Oh, yeah, because that really helps getting rid of poison, doesn't it? Slow breathing. So what is a cure for a weaver fish sting? Please tell me it's urine or I pissed on that guy in Devon for no good reason. No, you just switch on the hot tap and nurse practitioner Elaine is going to go into full spa mode.
What we're doing here is getting some nice hot water to put the patient's foot in with the weaver sting.
Ah, tricks of the trade.
The best thing for it is some nice hot water and a soap for a little while, and then we'll treat the patient then with some pain relief. So if you can just pop your foot in there.
But is Jake ready to go back into the water?
Yeah. Fully immerse it. Right, so that's what we need to do now for a little while.
Wow, this really is the cutting edge of medical technology in action.
Yeah, it's actually great. It's taken all the pain away from the sting and it's just all on burning my feet now.
Anyone else think he looks like a young Eddie Redmayne? If Eddie Redmayne had been stung by a weaver fish. After Jake's foot has spent a few minutes simmering, nurse practitioner Teresa arrives to see how big a prick the fish has given him.
You've got a small little puncture wound. Yeah. It's fine. Just have to check and make sure that it hasn't broken off its spine in there.
Okay.
But it doesn't normally.
Okay.
I understand you stubbed your toe as well.
Oh, not your day, is it, mate? Stubbed your toe, trodden a fish? Well, as long as Debbie doesn't have any embarrassing stories about you.
He forgot his swimmers, and so he went in the sea in his boxers.
Oh, Mum!
But where are they now? You went into the sea in your boxers, came screaming up the beach.
The weaver fish stolen.
Ah, that weaver fish has royally mugged you off.
No, I'm not wearing any boxers.
Well, time for Teresa to get her hands on Jake's feet, and she could be in for an eyeful.
You feel like Mary Magdalene cleaning Jesus' feet.
Well, that's if Jesus was actually a descendant of Eddie Redmayne on holiday in the Isle of Wight.
Hop this way, mate. Right, sit yourself on there and put your foot on front there, mate.
Oh, look at that sofa. I've got an exact one. Got them at DFS about 2 years ago. In a sale, 20% off. Brilliant.
This isn't the private sector, you know. How does it feel now?
It feels just swollen.
Jake, is it your feet we're talking about right now?
Here, looking through the magnifying glass, it's a small dark area, which is where the weaver fish sting has gone in, and it's just bruised the area.
Where are you talking about? I can't see anything.
It's fine. Can't feel any spines or anything in there, and he's going to survive.
In your face, weaver fish, you dickhead.
OK,
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
So Jake's come through his encounter with the Weaver fish unscathed. Well, apart from a missing pair of boxer shorts, which he probably won't get back.
Much happier and glad I've still got my foot intact.
Time for dinner, I reckon. What do you fancy, guys?
Fish and chips. Yeah?
Yes.
Large cod, large chips. I'll see you back at yours.
X-ray done. Don't know whether it's going to be broken yet or fractured, so just got to wait. You have to make so much noise, don't you?
Of course.
Sit down.
Like an old married couple already. Come on, guys, you've only actually been on one date. So how's the old X-ray looking, Doc?
We can see that over this bone called the naviculum is just a little bit pulled off at the front. I guess we will treat this as an avulsion fracture.
Oh, an avulsion fracture. I know exactly what that means.
Sometimes the sprain, when the ligaments are involved, it can just pull off a little bit of bone that's attached to you, and it's called an avulsion fracture. Sometimes that can happen.
That's exactly what I was going to say. An avulsion fracture, everyone.
It's really just a high-grade sprain more than anything.
Yeah.
So we don't need to do very much, but we will put you in an air boot, which is just like a big black kind of rigid boot, and we'll give you a pair of crutches.
Hot look for a first date. Nurse Michelle comes in to fit the air boot.
So if you want to hold the padding for me a minute.
Which is like an Ugg boot, just better.
Bend your knee upwards, come up, and we're going to rest that flat on there. That's what this is.
And a happy couple are free to leave the hospital and carry on with the rest of their date. But first, there's a few people Katrina would like to recognise for their contribution.
I'd like to say thank you to John and Phil from Lymington Lifeboat, and I'd like to say thank you to the Coast Guard paramedics.
All right, Gwyneth, it's not an Oscar speech.
For all their help today, for getting me to the safest place possible.
So where are you taking James next, Katrina? How about skydiving? Or perhaps it's off to Pamplona to run with the bulls. Or maybe he'd like to meet your dad.
Put my feet up on the sofa, rest like I've been told to.
Oh well, you can still save it, James, with a passionate goodbye kiss and a promise to call. No tongues? Oh well. Better luck next time, mate. Nothing is too strange or too weird for our highly trained bizarre ER staff to deal with. No matter what you've done or how you've done it, they'll never laugh. Well, most of the time. Here's Jess. What's the weirdest thing you've ever dealt with?
When a man came in and he told me that he'd swallowed a knife and fork whole.
Oh, that's seriously forked up. Sorry, guys.
He was just eating his dinner and then he was resting the knife and fork in his mouth and they'd fallen down.
And here was me thinking sword swallowing was impressive.
He thought that they were then stuck in his bum.
Classic. Could come in handy for a picnic. So how did you get him out?
Well, they x-rayed him and they weren't there, so who knows what actually happened.
Over in Dudley, I can't help feeling some bizarre cloning experiment has been going on. Just look at these two. This is Cheryl, and I guess that's Cheryl too. But which one has butchered their body?
Is that your hair? You've got hairy legs.
All right, Cheryl too. Don't knock a girl while she's down.
No, it's a bit of skin look or something.
Must be a bit of hairy skin then. So what's going on, girls? Cheryl and Cheryl 2 made the classic blunder of taking 3 hyperactive boys to the shops. Before you could say I regret this decision massively, the cheeky lads were off to the escalators. In hot pursuit of her son Rayleigh, Cheryl tried to go up the down escalator and tripped, mashing up her knee in the process.
She was laughing.
Seems fair enough. I'll pay good money to watch someone falling up the down escalator.
I'm not accident prone, am I? No, she's not. No.
Well, I wouldn't let you wet shave me.
I'll be all right. I'm a tough cookie.
Oh, yeah? Well, time to prove it.
Oh, can I lie on here?
I'm Karen, I'm one of the nurse practitioners. So what's happened to you?
Fell down the escalator.
Well, you were dicking about on an escalator, if we're really being honest.
Tender there.
Yeah. Ow.
It's enough for now. Have you had any painkillers?
No.
Right.
Nurse Karen soon returns with the drugs. Now, normally, this would be better than a needle in your ass, but not in Cheryl's case.
And then we'll get you a chair and we'll get you round for an extra.
Lesson learned. Always go for a swift poke.
Not very good at taking tablets.
Maybe it can't get past that other thing in your gob.
can't take them.
Oh, come on.
Every time I have powder-coated tablets, they just don't go down.
I have the same problem with my mum's cooking. Just hold your nose and swallow.
That cut needs to be cleaned.
Dreading it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze it up because I think it probably needs some stitches.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't like needles or nothing like that.
Don't like needles? Well, you could have fooled us.
You what, sorry?
Nothing. Sorry. Note to self, don't mess with Cheryl. Don't mess with Cheryl. But let's see how tough you are when the big guns come out.
God, I'm not looking forward to this needle. Where are you going to be sticking that? Actually in the hole?
No, this.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to sign language, that last line.
You look up at the roof.
Oh, my fuck. So excuse my French.
It's a beautiful language.
All right. Nice shot.
Play it cool, Cheryl. Play it cool. Cooler than that.
Relax, chill.
I've got 2 kids as well.
I imagine your labels are quite a fair.
Do you want me to put some more in? No. Shot.
Cheryl may be screaming the place down, but Nurse Karen seems surprisingly confident that it's all under control.
Although it may have seemed that she felt every one of those stitches, I can assure you she didn't. She'd got herself rather worked up with those sutures.
Yeah, R.I.P. the person who gave her that tongue piercing.
It wasn't as bad as what I thought it'd be.
Yeah, you were really cool about it.
But I'm glad it's over and done with now.
As are my eardrums, Cheryl, believe me. We're back in Basingstoke A&E, and Builder Mark has a problem that's getting right under his skin. Is that why nobody wants to sit near you, mate?
I was marking a piece of ply, and as I was sliding my finger down the ply, Splinter just went straight in like that. It was like an oh and a swear word. I didn't realise how deep it was until I actually looked at it and went to bend my finger, and then it sort of bulges up under the skin here, and it's throbbing.
Today, Mark may be here to see the professionals, but usually he takes medical matters into his own hands.
Normally just get them out with a Stanley knife and pull them out myself, but this one's a bit big. I actually quite like the gore.
It's actually a weird way to get job satisfaction. But Mark isn't the only one with a dangerous job. He should try working in the catering and hospitality trade. That's one way a keg of beer can make you feel like Superman. Yep, working around alcohol can bring you down. And things can be really depressing if you have a boss that realises what's happened, thinks you're dead, and shuts your corpse down there to rot. Kitchens are also dangerous places to work, full of knives and hot surfaces. Oh, and slippery floors. I think that's what Gordon Ramsay would call a... which is Morse code for I bet that hurt. Let's hope Mark's not going to have any more slip-ups. He's called in to see Nurse Charlotte.
Can't see it at all now in the edge there, can you? Where his splinter was, we've got our extensor tendon that runs along the front of our finger. If you get something that penetrates that, then the tendon can break, which will mean that you can't straighten your finger.
The plan is to make a small incision in the skin and pull the splinter out, minimising the risk of damaging the tendon.
Do you want some painkillers? Are you all right?
I might need some if I'm going to watch this.
So I'm going to pop some local anaesthetic in and numb the finger up. It stings quite a bit.
I won't cry.
Are you sure? Look at that needle, son.
Whoa.
I know, it's not very nice. Most people will shout now.
It's just like full.
Yeah.
With a finger load of anaesthetic, Nurse Charlotte goes for the scalpel before DIY Dr. Mark can take matters into his own hands. Oh, nearly. Come on, Charlotte, what's taking so long? Whip that bad boy out.
I'm sure I can feel it, but I can't see it.
I think you're being too gentle with me.
Probably am.
Mark's clearly a lot more gung-ho when he does it himself.
Right. I'm going to go and ask my senior to come and have a look.
Please don't leave him alone, Charlotte. With all that medical equipment around, the temptation's just too big.
Now she's gone, can I do it? For goodness sake.
True to form, Mark simply can't resist having a go himself.
There could be repercussions,
Stop doing it then. Quick, somebody's coming. Mark! Mark!
Okay, this is one of our doctors.
Dr. Fry, I'm on emergency registrars.
What's just that?
You've had a pit.
Oh, I knew it. Busted.
So, big ass splinter, is it?
Yep, that's the correct medical term.
Have we got an elastic band or tourniquets into it?
Oh, it's amputation time already.
I'm going to cut off the blood supply to your finger, just so that it stops bleeding, so that I can see what I'm doing.
This Splinter's so stubborn, Dr. Fry doesn't seem to be having much luck either. Do you think it would be better to let Mark have another go himself, guys?
The temptation is always to bravely battle on and keep hacking away.
That's more than enough rummaging for any finger to take, so the Splinter will have to stay put.
Leaving it in?
Leaving it as is, yeah. We'll have the hand doctors have a look-see.
If you say so. Oh well.
Gutted, quick! Hide the standing knife before he has another go, guys. A dejected Mark heads home, taking his gigantic Splinter with him, still safely lodged in his finger.
Bit of an anticlimax, actually. I've got a fat finger with a stitch of numb and a couple of cuts. So, I've got to come back again.
But before Mark can even exit the car park, he's called back, as someone's arrived to save the day. It's orthopaedic practitioner Mr. Alex Nichols, and he's ready to take care of business.
Just let me know if it's sore.
You can do it. Yes! Yes!
Well done.
Boom! What a guy. Oh, that's so satisfying to watch. Now the Splinter's out, the wound can be cleaned, taped up and bandaged. Looks like Mark's happy for someone else to crack on with that bit.
Thank you very much. Very happy that it's all gone. Best result ever.
And with that, Mark is finally going, gone. Luckily for most patients at Bizarre ER, their injuries aren't life-threatening. But our next case is an amazing story of survival. As we relive the horrific moment, Matt from Sheffield got himself in such a tight squeeze, it almost killed him. This is Matthew. He's a teaching assistant now, but 7 years ago, an industrial accident forced his body through a gap only 13 centimetres wide. Yes, only 13 centimetres. Now, the average human waist circumference is 97 centimetres, and 13 centimetres is basically the width of a CD, or the length of your average smartphone. So the chances of coming out of that alive or in one piece are pretty much zero. Matt used to work as a welder. He loved his job and his family thought the world of him.
In his late teens, early 20s, before he had his accident, Matt was a bit of a knob.
He was a pretty selfish person.
Quite grumpy.
Self-centred.
Not very chatty or approachable.
Everything were about Matthew, nobody else.
A real picture of domestic bliss, eh? The day of the accident began like any other. Leaving his young daughter Evie at home, Matt went to work, having no idea that the life was about to be squeezed out of him. Matt was working on a huge machine that pulls steel into the factory.
I was walking over to have a look where the next piece of steel was outside, and then all of a sudden I felt a big tug on my overalls, and I just thought, fuck me, what do I do?
Oh, shit!
The gap that I got pulled through was the gap between the machine and the factory wall, and that gap was measured at about 13 centimetres.
Matt's head and shoulders were sticking out from this machine while his torso, hips and legs were squeezed through the tight space. This is Dr. Trevor Cleveland. He was involved in treating Matt and can tell us exactly what happens when the human body is squeezed like a ketchup bottle.
The skeleton is vital to protection of your body's soft tissues and vital organs. External forces can be resisted by the skeleton. At times those forces will become too great. The skeleton then will break. And then the vital organs will then come under trauma from the external pressure, and that trauma can cause them to tear, which can be catastrophic and can cause death.
Matt didn't actually fancy recreating his accident, so this action hero has bravely stepped in.
As I was pushed through this gap, all the air inside my body was squeezed out of me. But there was no point struggling, no screaming for help, no fighting was going to change anything. So I think I closed my eyes.
The body would normally try and run away from the problem, but in Matt's situation, obviously, he couldn't run away. The ways the body manages the trauma of the situation is psychologically to detach from the situation, given how dangerous it was.
And then I felt an awful snap. It was my right arm. Part of me thought, this is it, I'm going to die.
But then he thought of his daughter, Evie.
I can't be having a grow up without a dad there. And I think at that point, I knew it was like I gained strength from somewhere. But I had broken my back, I had broken my ribs, my pelvis was fractured, and one of my hips was pretty much smashed up.
Finally, after an ordeal that felt like hours but only lasted seconds, the machine spat Matt out onto the factory floor. Amazingly, he hadn't been cut to size or welded by the machine with all the other steel beams.
I can remember trying to speak, but nothing would come out. It was just like empty air. I couldn't physically do anything, and my vision had gone. I wasn't sure whether I'd live or die.
The emergency services were called and Matt got rushed to hospital.
I was getting ready to go to work, and the phone rang just as I was about to leave. My grandma called me, and from what she told me, I thought he'd been killed. I thought he was dead.
Every part of my eye was red, and my face was quite purple and bloated, like I'd been pumped up with air. I think that was because of the air being squeezed away from my body.
The ambulance pulled up. They pulled him out on a stretcher, and he lifted his left hand. I'm all right, Mum. I'm all right. I'm just going in here.
Matt underwent 6 operations across 4 weeks. He had an external fixator put on his pelvis, he had pins and chains put on his hips. His bowel was perforated, so they took it out and stitched it back together. And his right arm had ruptured, so they put pins and plates in to repair it. Throughout all this, Matt's incredible story made headlines around the country.
They put me in an induced coma, and I woke up that night, and it was nurses that said that I can't believe that you're awake. And I think when they told me that, I knew I'd come through it. I knew I'd exceed everyone's expectations.
I can't imagine going through what Matt went through. When he describes how calm and relaxed he was through the whole process, I find it hard to comprehend because I would be shitting myself.
It's been 7 years since my accident. Evie's now 10. And to look at me, you'd probably never realise that I'd gone through this ordeal.
Matt really changed. He became a lot more of a nice person, a lot more relaxed, a lot more approachable. He's not as much of a dick since his accident.
So it wasn't just Matt's body that was saved, but his close-knit, loving family.
I've taken a different outlook on life. I still have physical scars, but I have become more spiritual, and I do believe that someone was looking down on me that day.
My body would not fit through a 13-centimetre gap. No. I wish.
Really, do you?
Well, no, I don't.
Why lie about it then? Hospitals can bring out a range of emotions in families, usually worry, fear, sadness. And on this show, sometimes really disturbing, prolonged, mocking laughter. Meet handyman Phil, who sawed through his ankle with an angle grinder. And as in all sane families, this is a great source of mirth for his wife Leslie and his daughter Donna. They're probably just making loads of grinder jokes that even we consider too tasteless. Yeah, laugh it up, ladies. Let me paint you the scene. Good, honest, tax-paying Phil was making a patio for his daughter. Phil cut a pair of perfect slabs. Oh, look at that, lovely. before the grinder decided to take on a life of its own, and things went a little Final Destination. Jumping back on him, the grinder fell on his ankle, nearly taking off his foot.
I told you not to do it though, Dale. Did I say to you the night before, don't do it?
Clearly Phil doesn't listen to his wife Leslie, so we've written it on the screen, meaning next time he'll have no excuses.
I'm just thinking now, what am I going to be like when he gets home?
I mean, the sympathy just never stops.
We can take the dogs a walk.
Not me.
Phil's nurse Phil, original, turns up to find a little bit out about his patient.
Are you even a disagreement with an angle grinder? Yep.
Do you think he'll be able to walk again?
Leslie, you cheeky minx.
I would have thought so.
Okay.
You work? Yeah. What do you do? Making popcorn. You want some? What flavour do you like?
I tried wasabi popcorn once. Nearly ended up in A&E myself, to be fair.
Let's have a look, see what damage you've done.
OK, quick heads up, people. Things are about to get a little bit bloody, like the film Saw, but where the evil baddie mastermind is Phil's wife, Leslie. Seriously, squeamish folk might want to look away.
OK.
Oh, that grinder wasn't messing about, was it?
Oh.
Fortunately, I'm not squeamish. I only passed out twice because of the low blood sugar levels I have. What's next, Phil? The nurse.
We'll give that a wash with a litre of saline. Yeah. And what I want to do is just pop this underneath your ankle.
Yeah, put your feet up, mate. You deserve it after all that. Not laughing now, are we, Leslie? You probably feel a little bit bad about teasing him and laughing at him.
Seen it now.
Oh, God. OK. Stop moving your foot, Dad.
You all right? Yeah, carry on. I'm all right.
Just lie back, Phil, and think of the patio. With that part of the ordeal over, Phil is wheeled off for an X-ray, which shows the bone is OK, but some of his daughter's patio has made it into his ankle. Which I suppose is better than finding bones under your patio. And if that isn't bad enough, just as he's being wheeled back, a tense situation arises. It's a standoff. Who is going to be the first to cave in?
Oh, jeez, thank you.
Thank God for that. That was tense. Phil was taken back to his cubicle to await surgery. Thank goodness he has his wife to treat him with kid gloves. So watch his leg. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, Leslie, he's still got your daughter's patio lodged in his ankle.
Your leg's sticking out?
Yeah, that's what happens when you almost auto-amputate with an angle grinder. It's surgery next for Phil, which should buy him a few hours away from the family. We'll find out how he got on later.
Hello.
Do you like running, but also the pub? Then you'll love the new workout craze. Running to the pub. Meet Liz.
We're known as like a running club with a drinking problem because we enjoy our... Oh, you say it's wrong. A drinking club with a running problem, depending on which way you look at it. We enjoy our beer as much as we enjoy the running.
But today, Liz's eagerness for a few stiff ones has ended in disaster.
I was out running with my running club and we run cross-country. We do about 5 to 6 miles. We do take it quite seriously, but we end up in the pub, always.
Oh, I get it. A pub run instead of a pub crawl. Sweet. Before I squeeze into my lycra, are there any downsides I should know about? Apart from, obviously, like the running and fitness.
And I have fallen a lot, you know. We quite often have people falling, but luckily, you know, I've never hurt myself before.
So what happened today then, Liz? As a keen runner, Liz loved to go for a jog with her pals, even if it was just to the pub. But one day, the lure of a nice cold pint was so strong that Liz tripped up and landed smack bang on a piece of flint.
I haven't had any beer yet. I was totally sober when this happened.
Yeah, right.
Although it might be useful to have a drink, you know, while this is being done. Might numb things a little bit.
It's an A and E, Liz, not a B-A-R. Time for nurse practitioner Eric to inspect the damage. Look away now if you never knew your knee looks like brains.
Okay, my sweetheart, I'm afraid now that I pulled it back, it's going deeper than I thought.
Okay.
I can actually see the patella down here.
Oh, no.
Ah, yummy patella. My favourite, a Spanish dish with rice and prawns.
We still can sew it up.
Okay.
But I just need my senior to have a look at that, all right?
Oh, the senior, that's never a good sign.
The tendons were obvious, so she'd gone through all the sort of soft tissue right down to the muscle and the bone.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Anyone need any doctors?
Hi.
Enough gory gas for a Friday night? This is the exact reason why I never run or exercise or even stand up. Let's see if Dr. Aitchison can get Liz's knee looking more human.
You need to give it, put in some local anaesthetic, give it a bit of a clean, perhaps some more painkiller.
Yeah.
So we're going to wash it out with salty water, make sure there's no grits in it, and the antibiotics prevent infection. So if it got infected, it would be bad news.
And Doc's got some even worse news for Liz.
The antibiotic I'd like to give you, one of them is the one you can't drink alcohol with. Is that going to be any...
Well, forget the knee, this is going to hit Liz hard.
I wouldn't want anyone to think I'm an alcoholic or anything.
No chance of that, Liz. I'm exhausted just looking at you in all that gym gear.
There's enough for a week in the box. But you
No, I take the whole lot because I don't really want it to... I don't want it to go pear-shaped, as it were.
Too late for that, love.
Just trying to get all the bits of grit out. Any other rubbish that's in there.
All cleaned up and Liz is ready to have her knee sewn up.
I've made all my own curtains at home.
Oh, I'm in safe hands, that's fine. You must forgive.
I actually need some new curtains in my bedroom, or just some curtains.
And there we go.
What a job. Right, Liz, keep focusing on that first pint. And nurse, what about those curtains? I mean, I was thinking something in blue.
Right, now we're sewn up. I just want to make sure the movement on your knee. Okay, bring your knee up for me.
To be fair, Liz loves a good old knees up.
Right, and just straight leg raise for me. Bring it up. Excellent. All right, that all seems to be fine.
Right, have all those painkillers done the trick on Liz's knee?
Oh, my goodness, that is painful.
See, I avoid exercise for a good reason. It's dangerous.
He's done a really good job, actually. It looks really neat. I hope it heals nicely.
So, Liz, you reckon we can make it down to Boozer for last orders? I mean, if we get a move on, maybe if we run.
Oh, no, it's out. It's out. Definitely out on those tablets. Definitely.
This means her two favourite pastimes, running and boozing, are now on hold.
Shame.
So she's taken up fishing and veganism instead. Earlier on, Phil was putting his feet up after dropping an angle grinder on his leg.
Think he'll be able to walk again?
As you would expect in such tragic circumstances, Phil's wife and daughter have proceeded to piss themselves with laughter. It was discovered during his x-ray that he had some of his daughter's patio in the wound, so it was off to theatre with him. And here is our hero Phil, who, having to decide between family and some much-needed peace and quiet, chose to take the unconscious route. The gloves go on and Phil's leg is liberally smeared with more blood. What? Oh, iodine. Yeah, iodine. It's smeared with iodine, that's what I thought. I knew that. Yeah, to disinfect it, right? The surgeon hoses the wound with saline to try and wash out the bits of his daughter's patio lodged in there. Looks like they found some concrete. Probably won't be able to take that back to B&Q. They've got quite a strict returns policy, you know. And it's an ankle again. Yeah! That is the largest cast I've ever seen, and I have seen Game of Thrones. The next day, Phil reflects on his accident while checking that his foot is still in fact there.
I don't like it when it happened. I really do. I wouldn't want to go through that again.
Wise words there, Phil. Not wanting to rush back into sawing through your ankle tendons with an angle grinder.
Just by done her a favour by doing a bit of slabbing for her, helping your daughter out, resulted in 2 days in hospital, 4 weeks off work and a leg in plaster.
And the moral of the story? Never, ever help a family member in need. Never, don't do it. Just let them sort out their own shit.